For you, whose inner world shimmers with these deep currents of feeling, how do the celestial tides of 2025 resonate with the very essence of who you are? Welcome to ASTRALX, illuminating your cosmic path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria, Selene, your intuitive guide.
And together, we're diving deep.
It's a truly significant moment in your cosmic journey, yeah. And we're here to explore the unique celestial whispers guiding you in 2025. This deep dive is especially crafted for you, illuminating the profound interplay of your Pisces rising and Cancer sun.
Right. Your astrological signature paints this picture, doesn't it? Someone whose presence is often marked by a gentle grace, a knowing intuition that runs deep, and, well, a heart brimming with compassion. That's the Piscean lens the world sees first. Yet anchored at your core is the radiant energy of your Cancer sun, deeply rooted in emotions, home, and that innate desire to nurture. Together, these energies weave a unique tapestry for 2025, and we're here to unpack its meaning.
Absolutely. Our guiding star today is to illuminate your path through 2025 by understanding these potent astrological influences. We want to empower you to not only recognize the gifts inherent in your cosmic blueprint, but also to, navigate any currents that might feel challenging.
Okay, so let's begin to unfurl this fascinating combination. Having both Pisces rising and Cancer sun. That puts a powerful emphasis on the element of water, doesn't it? What does that fundamental resonance tell us?
It really does. Both Pisces and Cancer swim in those same waters of emotion, intuition, and creativity. This shared element speaks to a life deeply felt, where understanding often flows from the intuitive, the imaginative, not just the logical mind.
It's about sensing the world.
Exactly. Sensing it as much as seeing it.
So with Pisces rising as the first impression you make,
Yeah.
what kind of energy do you tend to project when you walk into a room, meet someone new?
The world likely perceives a gentle, intuitive, compassionate soul. Center of excellence really captures these qualities. Think of it like a soft, welcoming aura.
Like a subtle invitation.
Yeah, and Felix.ca adds to this, noting a dreamy and sensitive quality, maybe even a subtle mystique that gently draws others in, like the moon reflecting on a still lake kind of thing.
And then, beneath that fluid surface, lies the emotional heartland of your Cancer sun. What's the primary drive of this inner luminary?
Your Cancer sun anchors you in the deep waters of feeling, the sanctity of home, and a powerful, almost primal urge to nurture those around you. Astroyogi poetically describes Cancer men as highly empathetic and sentimental beings with a motherly instinct.
A motherly instinct. That's potent.
It speaks to that profound desire to create safety, offer solace, its core.
It's a captivating duality, isn't it? This seemingly boundless gentleness meeting a profound and often intensely felt inner world. How might this actually play out day to day?
Precisely. This pairing cultivates a remarkable capacity for heightened empathy. You likely have this innate ability to feel the subtle shifts, the emotional landscape around you. Plus, you've got this rich inner world or private sanctuary nourished by your deep emotions and vibrant imagination.
So it's like you're constantly sensing the emotional weather through your Pisces rising, and then needing to return to the warmth and security of your Cancer sun to process and replenish.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Your Pisces rising acts like a receptive sponge, right? Absorbing the emotional textures of your environment.
Right.
Simultaneously, your Cancer sun's deep need for emotional anchoring creates this natural rhythm. Outward connection, then inward retreat for restoration.
Yeah.
Within your personal haven. Like that Reddit user with Pisces rising said, I have a way to fit into my surroundings. Like I can blend in.
Oh yeah, adaptability.
Exactly. That highlights the initial ease of connection, while your Cancer sun dictates where your deepest emotional roots truly lie.
Let's delve further into Pisces rising then, how it shapes interactions with the outer world. Beyond gentleness and intuition, what else stands out?
Well, your empathetic nature is a cornerstone. You possess this natural gift for understanding and feeling others' emotions, almost like they're your own. This profound sensitivity makes you a deeply supportive friend, a truly caring partner. People likely sense your genuine understanding, feel seen.
But you use the term psychic sponge. That sounds, well, potentially draining if you're not careful with boundaries.
It absolutely can be. Because you're so naturally open and receptive to the emotional energies around you, you can unintentionally absorb burdens that just aren't yours to carry. This underscores the vital importance for you to consciously cultivate healthy boundaries and prioritize self-care practices. Protect that energy. Think of your own well-being as like a sacred spring that needs tending.
Okay. And what about the inner world that Pisces rising unveils? Is it solely focused on feelings?
Oh, not at all. Pisces rising often gifts a vivid imagination, a flowing creative spirit. This might come out in artistic pursuits, a talent for writing, or even an imaginative, innovative approach to just navigating life's complexities.
So creativity isn't separate.
No, it's a vital channel. It helps process and express those deep currents within.
So art becomes a language for the soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
A way to translate and understand those inner tides.
Precisely. And beyond creativity, there's also an inherent spirituality, a powerful intuitive knowing often tied to Pisces rising. You likely have a natural attunement to the more subtle, unseen dimensions of life, guided by an inner wisdom that can be remarkably insightful, sometimes even offering glimpses beyond the ordinary.
That sounds like a profound inner compass. And as a mutable water sign, how does that adaptability influence the journey?
Well, being mutable water, Pisces rising gives you this natural fluidity, right? A tendency to gracefully adapt to life's shifting currents. This flexibility can be a huge strength in navigating uncertainty. You can really go with the flow.
But is there a potential downside? Could you, like, lose sight of your own direction if you're too adaptable?
That's the risk, yeah. Occasionally blurring the lines of your own identity, potentially mirroring others' desires or expectations instead of consciously charting your own authentic course. This is where cultivating strong self-awareness becomes so important, regularly checking in with your own inner compass, your core values, your deepest aspirations.
And the idealism, the compassion, the deep desire to help. Beautiful, but it sounds like it could also make you vulnerable.
Absolutely. Your compassionate heart, your innate desire to alleviate suffering, these are admirable qualities. But unfortunately, this can make you susceptible to those who might take advantage of your generous nature.
Oh, dear.
So establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries isn't just advisable, it's essential for your emotional well-being and protection. Really key.
Now, let's turn our gaze inward to the luminous core, your Cancer sun. We know it's deeply emotional, but what other defining characteristics shape this inner landscape?
The deep emotional world is definitely paramount. As we touched on, you're likely highly empathetic, deeply sentimental. Your emotions run like a profound river within, easily moved by the joys and sorrows around you. This capacity for deep feeling is a powerful source of connection.
And that nurturing instinct we mentioned, how does that practically show up?
That inherent motherly instinct is a fundamental drive. You possess a keen awareness of the needs of those you care about and a natural, almost instinctive inclination to offer support and care. You probably find deep fulfillment in creating a safe, nurturing environment, especially at home, for your family.
So home and family are really central themes for a Cancer sun.
Absolutely central. Crafting a secure, supportive domestic sphere is often a top priority. You likely cherish family bonds, traditions. Your home is a true sanctuary, isn't it? A sacred space for emotional recharging, a profound sense of belonging.
What about loyalty and dependability? Do these stem from that deep connection to home and loved ones?
Intrinsically linked. Individuals with a Cancer sun are typically fiercely loyal, incredibly dependable. They view trust and commitment in relationships with the utmost seriousness. This loyalty often extends to responsibilities, too. They're dedicated, willing to go the extra mile for those they hold dear.
But the emotional waters aren't always calm, right? You mentioned potential mood shifts.
Indeed. The emotional landscape can be quite dynamic. You might experience a natural ebb and flow, shifting from outward cheerfulness to times when you need to withdraw, seek solace. Much like the tides influenced by the moon, you know.
And that leads to that tendency towards guardedness, a reluctance to fully share innermost feelings. What's behind that?
Often, it stems from a deep-seated desire for self-protection, a natural instinct to safeguard your vulnerable emotional core.
Makes sense.
There might also be a hesitancy to burden others with the intensity of your feelings. Indastro.com highlights the affectionate and devoted nature of Cancer suns in marriage, often protective, which resonates with this inherent guardedness.
Right. So when we bring these two potent water signs together, the receptive Pisces rising, the nurturing Cancer sun, what's the overall essence of how they interact?
Well, the result is amplified empathy. Being so deeply attuned to the nuances of feeling, both within yourself and in others, fosters profound compassion. But as we've said, this heightened sensitivity also really underscores the importance of boundaries to prevent emotional overwhelm.
And that shared intuitive nature, must create a particularly insightful way of connecting with others.
It really does. There's often an almost uncanny ability to sense what others need without words. This intuitive understanding is a cornerstone of your supportive, caring presence in relationships. It's like an unspoken language of the heart.
We also touch on the potential for escapism. How do these two energies contribute to that?
Well, Pisces rising's yearning for something beyond the tangible, coupled with Cancer sun's inclination to retreat into the familiar when feeling vulnerable, both can contribute to a tendency towards escapism or withdrawal.
Oh, right.
At times, there might be a subconscious urge to seek refuge from directly confronting difficult realities.
So finding the delicate equilibrium is key between the dreamy, imaginative realm of Pisces and the grounded, nurturing needs of Cancer.
Precisely. It's about consciously integrating those visionary aspirations with the practicalities of caring for yourself and others right here, right now, nurturing your dreams while staying rooted.
And how do these signs influence the way you're perceived versus your inner reality?
Pisces rising often serves to soften the sometimes more reserved exterior of the Cancer sun, making you appear more immediately approachable, more open. That initial gentle presence creates a welcoming energy.
And does the Cancer sun offer any balancing influence to the more ethereal nature of Pisces?
Absolutely. The Cancer sun's strong connection to the tangible world, home, family, emotional security, provides a vital anchor for Pisces rising's more fluid, sometimes ungrounded tendencies. That deep desire for stability can act as a counterweight to escapism, pulling you gently back to the present.
So the overall blend is this beautiful tapestry. Deep sensitivity interwoven with a strong capacity for nurturing. How might this unique combination express itself out in the world?
It manifests as an extraordinary ability to express care and empathy in ways that deeply resonate. Your emotional intelligence allows for profound, meaningful connections, establishing you as a supportive, understanding presence. It's a language of the heart spoken fluently.
Okay, now let's turn our attention to the celestial stage of 2025, the specific cosmic currents. Focusing first on Pisces rising, what are the key astrological movements to be aware of?
A really significant influence for Pisces rising in 2025 is Saturn entering Pisces, starting around March. This is major. It impacts your first house self, body, identity. Lunar Astro emphasizes this, suggesting a time where fundamental life aspects come into sharper focus, maybe even considerations around physical well-being needing attention.
Saturn in the first.
Yeah.
That often feels like more responsibility and need to build a stronger sense of self, doesn't it?
It can indeed. There might be a feeling of a more grounded, perhaps even slightly restrictive energy, impacting your connection to the broader cosmic flow. This can encourage a deeper appreciation for tangible realities, the importance of establishing a more resilient foundation for your sense of self. It calls for increased self-awareness, realistic goals, embracing responsibility. You might hit limitations or delays needing patience, discipline. Think of it as solidifying your inner architecture.
What about the more expansive energy of Jupiter? How will its movements in 2025 influence someone with Pisces rising?
Jupiter's journey brings varied opportunities in 2025. Early months, it's in Gemini, activating your fourth house, home, and family. Potential blessings and growth there.
Nice.
Around mid-year, it moves into Cancer, your fifth house of creativity and self-expression. This is particularly significant with your Cancer sun, suggesting a flourishing of artistic endeavors, emotional well-being.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Then later in the year, Jupiter enters Leo, lighting up your sixth house of work and health, potentially bringing positive developments. But Jupiter in Cancer is especially auspicious for you: expansion, optimism, good fortune in realms that resonate deeply. Emotions, home, nurturing, creative pursuits could even mean positive family growth.
And the shifting lunar nodes, that always signals a significant evolutionary shift in focus, right?
Indeed. January 11th, 2025, the nodes shift onto the Pisces-Virgo axis. North node, your evolutionary direction in Pisces, your first house. South node, past patterns in Virgo, your seventh house of partnerships.
So what's the invitation there?
The cosmic invitation is to embrace your spirituality, trust your intuition, while gently releasing tendencies towards overthinking and pursuing unattainable perfection in relationships and interactions.
So lean into inner knowing, let go of needing flawless connections.
Precisely. And the eclipses throughout 2025 in Virgo and Pisces will underscore this dynamic. Transformative shifts related to your sense of self, how you present yourself, the nature of personal and professional partnerships.
Big shifts, potentially.
Could be pivotal moments, significant beginnings, or necessary endings, prompting a profound reevaluation of your needs versus others. The September full moon eclipse in your first house specifically highlights your appearance, the image you project. Rising Woman mentioned a January 2025 theme of embodying inner resilience, a quality that will serve you well here.
Okay, now let's turn to the cosmic currents influencing your Cancer sun specifically in 2025. Where's the focus there?
For your Cancer sun, Saturn entering Pisces around late March puts it in your ninth house beliefs, higher learning, long-distance journeys. This suggests a more serious, committed approach to these life areas.
Ninth house. Interesting.
You might encounter situations needing patience, perseverance, but ultimately this can bring greater stability and positive outcomes through dedicated effort in pursuing knowledge and understanding.
So a time for more focused study or maybe grounding personal philosophy then.
Exactly, and Jupiter's move into Gemini around mid-May puts it in your 12th house, the often mysterious realm of the subconscious.
The 12th house. Deep waters.
It's a period inviting introspection, spiritual reflection, potential for deep healing of old emotional wounds. While favorable for studies abroad or deeper learning, it also suggests a need for quiet withdrawal for clarity and inner peace. Important to maintain balance, consciously avoid escapism tendencies during this time.
And the node shift also resonates particularly for the Cancer sun.
Yes, around mid-March, Rahu, the North Node, enters your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. K2, the South Node, moves into your 2nd house of values and personal security.
Yep.
This significant nodal shift suggests a period where you might experience unexpected shifts in intimate relationships, shared finances, prompting a deep reevaluation of core values and your relationship with both material and emotional security.
Wow. Sounds like 2025 holds a powerful invitation for both inner transformation and significant external shifts. Now, let's consider how all these energies might weave into your experience of masculinity in 2025, given this unique astrological signature.
This is a profoundly relevant point, isn't it? Traditional constructs of masculinity often clash with the inherent sensitivity and deep emotional currents of someone with Pisces rising and a Cancer sun. However, your natural inclination towards kindness, empathy, as highlighted in sources, that represents a true strength, a more evolved expression of masculine energy today.
Yet, as we've discussed, there's also that tendency towards privacy, a guardedness around innermost feelings.
Precisely. You might present a gentle, somewhat elusive demeanor, like Felix.ca noted, sometimes retreating into that rich, complex inner landscape. Your artistic, imaginative inclinations can be a powerful, healthy outlet for this inner world, potentially leading to fulfilling paths in creative or healing professions.
It's interesting how that initial agreeableness of Pisces rising might contrast with the deeper, steadfast, committed support from the Cancer sun over time.
That's a very insightful observation. You might initially seem very easygoing, adaptable, but your Cancer sun ensures profound loyalty, a deeply nurturing presence within established relationships. Astrologers note this combo can create a truly captivating presence, a beautiful blend of intellect and emotion, making you both charming and remarkably dependable, especially cherishing emotional intimacy.
And the recurring theme of seeking strong emotional and spiritual connections seems particularly significant here.
Absolutely. You're likely drawn to connections that go beyond the superficial, yearning for deeper understanding, shared values, a soulful resonance. However, there might also be a natural tendency towards some risk aversion, sensitivity to disapproval, perhaps leading to hesitation in fully articulating needs or dissenting opinions sometimes.
But the broader societal understanding of masculinity is evolving, isn't it? Thankfully.
Indeed it is. There's a growing, vital recognition of emotional intelligence and empathy as powerful, essential strengths for men. Sources like California Psychics emphasize this. Your innate capacity to connect with, understand emotions profoundly is increasingly valued, seen as a hallmark of true strength.
And challenging those outdated stereotypes of emotional suppression is just crucial for authentic expression.
Exactly. By embracing the full spectrum of your emotional experience, you actively challenge those harmful, limiting stereotypes that historically equated masculinity with stoicism, suppressing feelings. This allows for a far richer, more authentic, and ultimately more fulfilling expression of your true self.
So what are some healthy, empowering ways to navigate these deep emotional waters in the context of masculine identity?
Finding healthy, constructive outlets is paramount. Engaging in creative pursuits, art, music, writing, cultivating mindfulness, meditation, fostering open, honest conversations with trusted confidants. These can be incredibly beneficial for processing and expressing feelings healthily.
And continuing to develop those essential strategies for managing sensitivity, the The boundaries, the self-care we discussed.
Those are absolutely crucial. Consciously learning to set and maintain healthy boundaries, prioritizing regular self-care that nourishes your soul, and connecting with supportive communities where your emotional depth is understood and appreciated. These will be essential for your overall well-being and empowerment. True, lasting strength lies in embracing emotional authenticity, allowing the vulnerability of genuine connection.
So as we look towards harnessing your innate power in 2025, guided by this unique celestial signature, what are some key actions to focus on?
Cultivating deep mindfulness and self-awareness through meditation, journaling, allowing quiet solitude, these are invaluable tools for navigating your rich emotional landscape effectively. And prioritizing setting and maintaining healthy boundaries is just essential for protecting your energy, preventing overwhelm.
And really leaning into those inherent creative gifts.
Absolutely. Embracing your creative outlets provides a powerful, fulfilling means of emotional expression, a pathway to deeper self-discovery, and a profound connection to your inner spirituality. Actively seeking supportive communities helps mitigate isolation, fosters belonging.
Ultimately, it sounds like the most empowering path forward is to truly trust that wise inner voice.
Precisely. Trusting your own intuition, having the courage to act on its guidance, that empowers you to make choices deeply aligned with your authentic self, to navigate 2025 with greater confidence and grace, drawing upon that profound wellspring of inner wisdom within you.
In this deep dive, we have journeyed through the intricate, beautiful dance of your Pisces rising and Cancer sun navigating the landscape of 2025. Remember, your inherent sensitivity, your powerful intuition, these are not vulnerabilities. They are profound strengths, uniquely yours to guide your path.
As you move through the year ahead, take time to contemplate how the themes of responsibility and building solid foundations from Saturn and Pisces, the opportunities for growth in home and creativity from Jupiter's transits, and that vital balancing act between your inner world and outer relationships highlighted by the nodes and eclipses. How will these resonate with your own unique, luminous astrological signature?
What new understanding has sparked within you about the depth of your own emotional landscape, your distinctive way of connecting with the world? And perhaps, what intuitive nudge will you choose to follow this week, stepping forward with this newfound awareness?
This has been ASTRALX, illuminating your cosmic path. Thank you for sharing this journey with us.
For a deeper illumination of your own unique cosmic blueprint and personalized guidance tailored precisely to your individual journey, ASTRALX offers personalized audio readings delivered directly to your email. Explore the purchase links in the description below to subscribe and unlock the insights waiting within your personal cosmic narrative.